Hi guys, okay, so ngayon pag-usapan naman natin itong another miscellaneous topic under surveying, no? Which is about mine surveying. Okay, so lumabas to last ano yata, no? 2017, no? Baka ilabas ulit sa board exam. So again, katulad to nung sa astronomical observation na kapag wala ka talagang idea, mahirap siyang makapa or ma-solve, no, sa board exam. So ngayon pag-usapan natin itong mine surveying, no? So, ito lang naman yung topic na lumabas pa sa board exam. So, kaya aralin natin to, no? So, let's say for example, we have here, ito yung ating horizontal surface or ito yung ating ground surface. So, meron tayo ditong lumalabas na certain portion nung no, below dun sa ground surface na composed of minerals, no? Or yung tinatawag natin yun guys as our vein, no? So, pero meron tayo dito guys na deposit of minerals. So, zoom in tayo. Baka hindi nyo nababasa. So, the vein is referring to the thin deposit of mineral or minerals between the definite boundaries. So, yun yung minimina natin, no? So, ito yun. Referring to this one. So, for the sake of general discussion, so, yan siya. No? Inclined siya. So, for example, yung kulay brown na yan, inclined siya, no? For a certain angle. Now, yung vein na yan, is meron siyang tinatawag na strike. Okay, familiarity ulit tayo sa mga terms. So, definitely meron tayong apat na terms dito, no? So, one is yun nga, yung vein. So, siya na yung mismong mineral na minimina natin, no? And then, pag sinabi naman nating strike, ito naman yung intersection ng vein papunta dun sa horizontal plane. So, ito yung horizontal plane mo, yung ground surface mo, and then yung vein mo. So, this line, itong line na to, okay, yung thick line na yan, which serves as the intersection ng vein and then horizontal plane is called the strike. Okay, and then we also have yung tinatawag nating drift. Ito naman guys yung inclined passage driven in a particular direction. So, butas lang siya dyan guys, no? Ayan siya. Okay, passage na pinadaan, no, doon sa plane nung vein. Okay, so ano yung mga mahalagang bagay na dapat alam mo dito guys? More on ano lang naman to guys, no, determining nung angle nung vein, no, kung gaano siya nakaslope, and then also yung direction ng strike, and then yung angle also nung drift, no. Yun yung mga kadalasan tinatanong dito. Okay, so nasan yung mga yun guys? So simulan natin dun sa angle nung vein measured from the horizontal. Okay? So, di ba ito yung horizontal natin, no, sa taas? So, ganito yan guys, no? From this strike, ang gagawin mo, create ka dito ng perpendicular line sa strike, no? So, drawing natin. Yung strike, yung blue na to. Okay, no? Hindi nakita pala, no? Anyways, yan, yung strike is ito na nga siya, no? Yung thick line na yan. So, dito na lang tayo mag-drawing. Drawing tayo ng perpendicular to that. So, ito, no? Dito natin siya padaanin sa ganyan. So, perpendicular. Nakikita nyo ba yun, guys? So, perpendicular line doon sa strike. And then, from the vein, lang tayo, drawing lang tayo dito ng line na magre-represent ng slope ng vein. Ayan, wait lang. Mali ako nang nabura. Wait lang Ayan, okay na ba yan guys? Nag-guess nyo ba yung ginawa ko? Or for clarity, since tapos naman na tayo dito, ayan, i-erase natin, no? So, di ba yung vein kasi is nakaslope siya. So, kumbaga sa side view, parang ganito siguro yan guys, no? Parang ito siya kanina. Yan siya. Yan yung vein. Now, ito yung ating horizontal, no? Ayan. So, ito yung lumalabas na strike. Ito yung ating vein. So, meron siyang angle, no, from the horizontal. At yung angle na yan nga, guys, yan yung tinatawag natin as the angle of dip. Okay? Nagets ba? Ito yung parang side view, no? Na kung titingnan mo siya dito, so itong line na to, yung ano na to, red na yan. So ayusin natin, no? Okay, this line. So ang hirap gumawa ng straight line. Ayusin ko lang, guys. Ayan. So yung line na yan, no, na-guess nyo ba? Itong line na to is referring to this brown line na to. Na kapag kinuha natin tong angle na to, this one, yan ngayon yung angle of dip or simply dip, no? Yung pag-dip, no, relative from the horizontal, gaano siya nag-dip yung vein. So parang yun lang siya, guys. Gets ba? Okay, ganyan siya, no? And then meron din tayong tinatawag as the angle of drift. Ito naman 'yon. No? From the horizontal din papunta dun sa drift, no? So, say for example, ito yung projection, vertical projection. Yung side na to, yung face na to nung ating 3-dimensional drawing, 3D na drawing, no, ito. Diba kasi may triangle diyan? Saan ba 'yon? Ito naman yung triangle na tinutukoy ko, no? This and this at ayan. Yan yung sinasabi kong vertical triangle. Na from that triangle, so from the horizontal, papunta dun sa drift, ito naman tinatawag natin as angle of drift, no? Pwede natin siyang i-symbolize as alpha, no? Kahit anong symbol naman pwede, guys, no? Ito yung ating angle of drift. Okay? So, nakailang triangles na tayo, guys. Ito yung una, yung dip, and then itong drift. Another triangle is itong triangle sa taas, which is, I guess, pwede sigurong orange na try ko. Ito, no? So, yung one side is yung strike. And then, itong sa may dip. And then, itong projection ng ano, no? Ng drift. Okay. So, ganito kasi yun, no? Kung titingnan natin tong triangle na blue, parang ito lang naman siya. Isa side view ko lang, guys, no? So, ito siya. Triangle na blue. Wherein ito yung drift mo. Ito yung projection ng drift vertically. Wait lang. Drift. Okay? Projection. Nagets ba? Medyo ano nga siya, rare siya, no? So, familiarity lang ulit tayo dun sa mga parts ng drawing. So, ito yung drift, which is ito yan, no? And then, ito, projection lang. Parang horizontal projection, no? So, kumbaga, ipoproject mo yung drift mo horizontally dito. Kasi pag tinignan mo sa top view yan, ito lang yung makikita mo, no? Yung triangle na orange na to. So, we can say that itong side na to, ito nga yung projection ng drift. Okay? Ano pa ba? Ito naman, parang ito yung projection ng dip, no? This one is our dip. And then ito, strike. Gets ba? So, we have here yung strike. Ito yung projection ng drift. Ay, anong drift? Drift, no? Tama ba yung sinulat ko dito, guys? Okay? And then ito naman yung parang projection ng dip. Yung line na yan. So, with that triangle yan, no, na right triangle, and then binibigay rin itong tawag dito, direction ng drift, no, from the strike, which is ito yan, guys, no, yung angle na to, nakita niyo ba? Ito. This angle is yung no, yung direction ng drift from the strike. So tatawagin na lang natin yan as angle ano pa ba? Gamma na lang siguro, guys. Gets? So, i-drawing natin yung mga triangle natin, no? Una, balikan natin yung red. So, parang ito yun, no? Ito nga yung vein mo. And then, this is referring to the angle nung dip. Okay? Tapos, ito na yung blue na triangle sa side na to. And then, dun sa top, pag sumilip ka sa taas, makikita mo tong orange. So, nasa naman yun? Parang ganito naman yun, no? So, ito yung strike. Zoom in tayo. Ito yung projection ng drift. And then, ito yung parang dip. Na ito yung angle naman natin, no? Na angle gamma pala to, gamma. Angle gamma. Ngayon, ang mahalaga lang dito guys, alam mo yan, yung mga yan, and then, alam mo yung relationship ng mga angles na yan. No, yun lang naman yung kadalasan na tinatanong dito. Okay, so hopefully na gets guys, yung mga triangles involved. So dito tayo, pangalan natin guys yung mga sides as variables x, y, z. So itong vertical na to, pangalanan ko tong z na lang. Z. And then itong sa deep, tawagin ko na lang siyang side x. And then itong projected drift, tawagin ko na lang siyang side y. Okay? Gets ba? So meaning to say, considering this triangle, edi ang meron tayo is yung say na vertical, tapos ditong sa deep na x. Okay? So pwede ko ba itong i-copy sa baba? Copy and then here. Okay, next. For the blue triangle, what we have is yung side z saka side y. So ito yung say, ito yung y. So copy rin natin to guys. And then for the horizontal triangle na to, yung orange, so what we have is yung x and then yung y. So ito yung x, ito yung y. Okay? So ngayon, bigyan natin ng relationship yung mga angle. Okay, ayan. Anong relationship ng mga angle guys? So for the first figure, what we can use is yung tangent. Tama ba? Tangent function. So that tangent theta dip ay equal sa z over x. Sa second figure, ano to? Again, tangent, no? So tangent, lagay natin yung angle, no? This one is alpha drift. Okay, tangent alpha drift is equal to the opposite z over adjacent y. And then, sa last, relationship ng xy, saka yung alpha here, yung gamma. So that is what? Sine naman, no? Sine. Sine gamma ay equal to the opposite x over the hypotenuse na y. Oh, ngayon, anong relationship nila guys? Paano ko kaya marerelate? So, ganito gagawin, no? Pwedeng mag-stick ka na dyan, no? Basta alam mo yung formula na yan. And then, dapat alam mo to. Madaling magsagot. Pero mas maganda mabigyan natin sila ng simple relationship, no? So, ano kayang pwedeng gawin, no? So, ito, x over y. So, I guess, pag dinivide ko tong dalawang to, makakancel yung say, no? And then, makakagawa ko ng relationship na the same with this x over y. So, siguro unahin ko yung tangent alpha drift. Okay, and then i-divide ko yung tangent theta dip. Ito magiging equal saan? Sa say over y and then z over x. So, magiging z over y times x over z, no? So, cancel. Magiging x over y. Okay, so meaning to say, this value is equal to this one. Okay? Na we know na yung x over y is, ito rin yun, di ba? Ayan. Yan din yun, di ba? So, therefore, lagyan ko na lang to ng equal sign. Na ngayon, yung relationship is ito na. Ito na yung parang shortcut dyan, guys. That this, you can memorize, but I suggest, pwede namang sa figure na lang magbase. Ayan. Yan na yung relationship ng tatlong angles na yon. Okay, so i-box natin, guys. Ayan na siya. Okay, so mahirap, no? Mahirap kapain yan, guys, kapag hindi ka familiar. But again, I hope na gets, no, yung mga diniscuss kung sino-sino yung mga angle. No, kung sino si dip, sino si angle drift, sino tong angle na to, yung gamma na to. So this one is just simply yung ano nga, no, angle of the drift from the strike. Etong gamma na yan. Okay, so yun lang yun, guys. And then pwede na tayo mag-proceed, no, sa ating sample problem, kasi nga more on to determination ng direction nung vein, no. So para magets natin siya and then makita natin yung mga possible lumabas sa board exam. So sagutin na natin tong ating sample problem. Okay, so ayan. Situation 28, guys. So a vein has a strike of north 20 degree west and a dip of 30 degree west. A drift in the vein has a grade of 5%. So what is the bearing of the vertical plane containing the dip? So ito 'yun, no, yung vertical plane, ito nga 'yun, yung side na may triangle na to. No, yung blue triangle na 'yan, iba vertical 'yan. So yan yung vertical plane. Ano daw yung bearing nun? And then determine the horizontal angle between the strike and the vertical projection. And then ano pa? Determine the bearing of the drift. Okay, so ganito 'yun, guys, no? So, say for example, ito yung ano natin, no? Yung cardinal directions natin. We have here yung ito yung ating north, ito yung ating south. So, ito yung lumalabas na bearing, no, ng strike. So, from this one, ito yung bearing niya. Okay? Na gets ba, guys? Parang ganun, no? Just for the reference nung direction ng strike, yan siya. Ito yung ating north, ito yung bearing. So, ganun siya. So, ganito lang yan, guys, no? Kailangan ma-imagine mo lang siya sa top view. So, nasa na ba ako? Kailangan lang makita mo yung top view. Ano ba yung sa top view na makikita mo? Ito, yung north-south direction. Tapos, sa top view, makikita mo rin tong strike, yung line na strike na yan. And then, also, makikita mo tong dip na to. Yung side na to, yung kulay orange, yung side X. And then, makikita mo rin sa top view, itong side Y, yung projection ng drift. So, ganun lang gagawin natin. Ang clue dito is to draw it sa top view. So, kumbaga, ito yung ating north, no? Ito yung south. O, drawing na rin tayo ng east-west. Ito yung ating east. Ito yung ating west. So, sabi, ang strike daw is ito, no? North 20 degree pa west. So, parang ito yon, no? So, drawing ko siya siguro ng parang brown siguro. Ito. So, ito. Now, which is referring to this thick line. This one, ito. Yan, no? Strike. Ayan, palit tayo siguro ng kulay. Ito. So, check natin kung okay. So, ito siya, no? Ito kasi yung kulay nung kanina, eh. No, yan yung ating strike. na meron siyang bearing, ito yung bearing niya, 20 degrees. Okay? Now, sinabi, meron daw dip na 30 degree west. Ano ibig sabihin ng west? Kasi merong relative dito sa strike, no? Pwede ka kasi magkaroon ng dip papunta dito or dip papunta dito. No, ito yung dip pa west, ito yung dip na pa east. Okay, gets ba 'yon? So meaning to say, ito no, itong line na to, yung side X na to, we will project that papuntang west nung strike. Yun lang yung ibig sabihin nun. Now, from this strike, now, from that strike, magpaganon yung dip nasa west side. So, drawing natin siya dito, no? Ito yun. Ito yung dip. Na dahil top view yan, so ganyan lang naman siya. Pero di ba yung sabi nga natin, yung relationship niya, 90 degrees yan. Tama ba? Ayan, no? 90 degrees. Okay lang? So, nasa na tayo? Ayan. Na kung titingnan natin siya pababa, no, pa ganun, yung dip niya would be 30 degrees. Lagay natin. Theta dip is equal to 30 degrees. Hindi mo kasi siya makikita sa top view kasi nga pa ganun siya, no? Pababa, perpendicular dun sa drawing. And then ano pa? Oh, a drift in the vein has a grade of 5%. So let's say for example, ito na lang siya, no? Lagay tayo dito ng line. Ito na lang yung projection or projected drift. Okay? Na kung again, kung katulad nung dip, kung bababa ka daw dyan, yung slope daw niya would be 5%. So that is referring to the slope nito, no? No, kumbaga, ito nga yung projection. So kung bababa ka daw na pa ganito, may slope siya. Okay, gets ba 'yon? So erase ko lang to guys para clear yung drawing ko. So therefore, di ba alam naman natin yung slope is referring to the tangent of inclination. So we can say that tangent of this angle, no, tangent neto, yun yung slope, di ba? Tangent ng angle drift ay equal sa slope ng drift. Okay? So tangent alpha drift ay equal sa 5%, which is equivalent sa 0.05. Okay lang? Nagets ba guys? So this one is referring to the slope, tangent. Okay, which is again hindi na naman siya visible sa drawing natin kasi nga perpendicular siya diyan, pababa siyang ganun. Oh, ano nang tinatanong? Determine the bearing of the vertical plane containing the dip. Ano daw bearing neto? Diba ito yung kumbaga ito yung parang plane containing the dip. So ano yung bearing niyan? And then next, determine the horizontal angle between the strike and the vertical projection. Ito yung horizontal angle na yun guys, no? Angle between the strike and then the projection of the drift. Oh, that is referring to the gamma kanina. Yun yung tinatanong sa 125 rather. And then lastly, bearing ng drift. Oh, madali na yon, no? Ito yung bearing ng drift eh. So measured from the north, yan yung bearing ng drift, which is what? Madali na, no? That is 20 plus this one pag nakuha mo to. Okay? So start tayo sa bearing nung dip. Neto, anong bearing neto guys? So kung mag-drawing tayo dito ng gamit ako ng green. Ito yung north, south. So parang ito yung bearing niya, no? Manggagaling na sa south. South papunta dun sa dip. O paano yan guys? O anong alam natin dito? Ito alam mo to guys, no? Kung ito ay 20 degrees, of course, ito ay also 20 degrees. Ito. 20 degrees din yan. Diba? 20 to, 20 rin yan. Knowing that this is 90 degrees perpendicular, so the remaining value here will be 70 degrees. Diba? 70 na lang to. Oh, with that, alam mo na yung sagot. Anong sagot? Bearing ng dip would be manggagaling sa south and then pupunta kang 70 degrees pa west. Okay? Oh, ganun lang siya, guys. Which is ayan, letter B. Okay, check. Okay, next. How about this one? Horizontal angle between the strike. Ito nga yan, yung gamma na yan. O, pag clueless ka, hindi natin dinerive to, medyo mamano-manuhin mo yan, no? Dadaan ka rin dito. So, that's why ito na nga yung technique niyan, guys. Dapat alam mo na to. Para gamitin na lang natin siya. No? So, that, ano yun? Tangent angle nung drift. Okay, over tangent angle nung dip ay equal sa sine of the horizontal angle na yon, no? Between the strike and then the projected drift, which is gamma. O, substitute na lang yan, guys. Tangent of, ay, teka lang. Hindi na natin ita-tangent kasi nga ang binigay na yung slope, no? Which is yung exact value na ng tangent ng drift, no? Ito, 0.05. So, 0.05. Okay, over tangent. Theta dip, ito yun, di ba? 30 degrees. So, lagyan mo lang dyan, 30. Okay, equals sine of the gamma. Okay, with that, makuha natin yung gamma. Ilan yun, guys? Okay, so, lumabas sa akin is 4.968 and then degrees. Oh, yun na yung sagot. Okay, this is our answer for the next second item, which is letter A, 4.968. Okay, so check. Oh, finally, bearing na, guys. No, napansin mo, madali lang rin naman siya, guys, no? Basta gets mo kung paano ito drawing, paano interpret. So ito na yung solution natin diyan, guys. So for the bearing ng drift, that is just simply this 20 plus yung gamma. 20 plus gamma, which is magiging 24.968. No, ito kasi is 4.968. But hindi pa siya bearing, angle pa lang yan. So that is what? From the north, papuntang west, no? Westward. So north and then west. Oh, yun na yung sagot. Okay, ano yan? Letter A, no? So again, we are correct. Okay, nagets ba, guys? So, kung nagets, next item tayo, I guess. Okay, so number 127. So, anong sabi dito? A vein has a strike of north 43 degree 20 minutes west. A drift on the vein has a grade of 2% and bearing of north 47 degree 20 minutes west. Compute the dip. Oh, edi ganun lang ulit yun, guys, no? Imagine lang tayo. Create tayo ng ating north-south direction. And then, yung ating east-west. Ayan. Anong sinabi? Yung strike daw, so, meron daw siyang bearing na north 43 west. Parang katulad nung kanina, no? Parang ganito siya. Okay. So, again, ito yung strike. And then, ito yung bearing. 43, 20. Anong next? A drift, meron daw grade. So, later na natin drawing yung drift. And then, may bearing. Pwede na pala natin siya i-drawing, no? May bearing na north 47 pa west. So, lagpas siya dito, no? 43. So, meaning to say, ang magiging drawing nun would be pa ganito. Okay? Na ito yung tinutukoy na bearing niya, no? Yan, no? Bearing ng drift is 47 north And north 47, 20 pa west. O, makukuha na natin itong mamaya nun itong horizontal angle dito, no? But wag muna natin galawin. So, ang gagawin na lang natin, mag-drawing na lang tayo dito ng perpendicular line. Okay, representing yung dip. Okay. Ayan. Ginawa ko ba yan kanina? Sinulat ko ba yan? So, sinulat ko. Okay. O, tinatanong, compute the dip of the vein. O, ilan daw tong angle nito? Angle dip. Okay. Given that, ano yung given? Ito pa pala, no? May grade na naman. So, therefore, ang tinutukoy doon yung slope, no? Kapag grade, slope yon. So, therefore, tangent daw nung angle drift, which is alpha yon, is equal daw sa 2% or 0.02. Yan yung given. Also, this one. So, what we can do is to solve for the, ayan, this angle muna, no? Gamitin natin green naman. Ito. Horizontal angle between the strike and then the projected drift. So, how do we solve that? Edi, subtract mo lang. 47, 20 minus 43, 20. Hindi ko nasulat, guys. Okay lang ba? That is 4 degree. Which is yan na yung ating gamma. Okay? Sinubtract ko lang to This one and then this one. So, yan na yung gamma. O pag may gamma ka na, tas mayroon ka na nito, solvable na tong isa. No, using again yung relationship nila, no? Ano yung relationship? Tangent, angle ni drift over tangent, angle ni dip ay equal sa sine of the gamma. O, substitute mo lang. Ito, 0.02 na agad. Okay, over tangent theta dip ay equal to the sine of 4 degrees. Okay, so as you can see, no, direct substitute lang pala siya. Theta dip ay equal saan? Okay, so ang nakuha ko is 15.998 degrees. Okay? So as you can see, pwede rin itanong kung saan patungo yung dip. So as you can see, from our drawing, papuntang west, no? Pwede mong lagyan dito ng west. Kasi pwede kasi nga, yung dip nga, papunta dito. No? Pa-east naman yun. But definitely sa question natin, wala namang ganong nilagay, no? Tinatanong lang yung mismong dip. O, ito na yun, no? Approximately 16 degrees. Letter D. So, check. Okay? So, naka-follow na, no? So, dito naman tayo sa mga kakaibang tanong pa. So, hindi naman siya tungkol sa mga angle-angle. Ito naman is what? Another na pwedeng itanong, no? In relation sa mine surveying. So, ito. Okay, ayan. Number 128 tayo. Okay, so sabi, if a seam dips, so yung seam siya na rin yung vein, no? Pag sinabi mong seam, para siyang thin, layer of mineral. Okay, so if a seam dips 1 in 4, what is the true area of 1 square mile in plan? Naguess nyo yun? So parang ganito, guys, no? Mas maganda ganito siyang i-drawing, eh. So, halimbawa, yung plan kasi referring dun sa horizontal drawing yun, di ba? So, halimbawa, parang ganyan. So, eto, no? So, lumalabas parang ito yung ating seam. Okay. Ayan. So, ganyan ko siya din drawing, no? So, yung brown na yan yung actual area. No? Ito yung ating true area. Okay? Wherein yung, pag tinignan mo kasi sa top view yan, tama ba? Pag tinignan mo sa top view yan, ito yung makikita mo eh. Diba? Yung horizontal na shaded ng dilaw na yan. Wait lang, tapusin ko lang yung pag-shade natin. So, di ba sa top view, no, sa plan view, ito yung makikita mo, yung dilaw. No, ito yung projected area. Na anong sinasabi? Di ba sinabi, what is the true area of 1 square mile in plan? So, kung ito daw ay 1 square mile, no, yung projected area niya sa plan view, ano daw yung true area niya? Okay? Ang binigay is just this slope. Okay? So, ano tong 1:4? Sino yung vertical dyan? Sino yung horizontal dyan? So, basahin lang natin. As if a seam dips at 1/4. So, meaning to say, lumalalim daw siya ng 1 kada 4. Okay ba? So, meaning to say, yung 1 is referring to the vertical. Ito yung horizontal, no? Nagdidip siya ng 1 kada 4. So, meaning to say, kung titingnan ko tong drawing ko na to, guys, no? Parang ito yun. Ito yung 1. Ito yung 4. Okay lang? Tapos, ang analysis ko is ganito na lang, guys, no? I will just use this triangle. Okay, ayusin natin. Okay, gagamitin ko yung triangle na yan, na? Pag ginamit ko yan, ito siya, no? Yan. And then, itong hypotenuse, parang siya na yung ating true area. Ito yung given na area. Tama ba? No, yung line na to can represent this plane, yung horizontal plane, which is yung area given, and then this hypotenuse, this inclined line, no, can represent yung ating true area. Kasi 'di ba yung true area natin is along that inclined plane, no? Nagigess niyo ba ako? So pwede ba natin kulayin yung true area? Tingnan natin. Ayan. So, feeling ko naman guys, gets nyo na, no? Ayan, diba? Yan siya. Wait lang guys. Ayan. Okay lang? So, yan yung inclined plane na natabunan na natin yung drawing sa taas kaninang dilaw. But, gets mo na yan guys, no? So, ngayon, ito na. Ratio and proportion na lang tayo guys, no? So, ito is 1. Ito ay 4. Okay? So, therefore, for the property ng right triangle, ito ay magiging square root of 4 squared plus 1 squared, 17, no? Gets ba? Oh, edi with that, ratio and proportion na lang tayo. So, therefore, ito yung i-ratio natin, no? A is to 4, and then TA, true area, is to square root of 17. Or A over TA is equal to, ano? 4 is to square root of 17. Oh, so with that, true area now is equal to square root of 17 over 4 of the projected area. O, ayan na yun. O, di kung 1 square mile yan, dilagay natin 1 square mile. O, ilan siya? E di, ayun. Square root of 17 over 4 square mile. Okay? Kaso wala sa choices yan, no? Ilan ba to? Tingnan natin. Square root of 17 over 4. 1.03 something. No? Wala sa choices yan kasi ito ay naka kilometers. So, convert natin sa kilometers yan, guys. Pwede mo nang gamitin yung calculator mo, no? Pero ano ba yung relationship nun? Di ba 1.609 yata yun? So, check ko nga. Okay, so yun nga siya, no? So, pwede na natin gamitin yung, okay na yung approximation na yun na 1.609 kilometer for every 1 mile. Okay, and then we just square this one. So, para makancel yung square mile, and then, ilan na yung true area in square kilometers. Okay, so ang nakuha ko is 2.66969 something something. That's approximately 2.67 square kilometers. So, ito na yung true area nung SIM. Okay, so yan, madali lang, no? Which is letter A. So, check. Okay, mas madali ito guys, no? Ano lang, conversion lang ng area from horizontal projection papunta doon sa true area niya. Okay, and then meron pa tayong isa I guess bago tayo mag-end. So ito guys, another na pwedeng itanong. Ayan. So number 129 and then last item natin for mine surveying. So sabi dito, a vertical borehole passes through a seam which is known to dip at 40 degrees. If the apparent thickness of the seam as shown by the borehole core is 5 meters, determine the true thickness of the seam. O, guess nyo ba yun? So, yung seam, di ba parang ito siya, yung thin layer na naka-incline na ganyan. Pero, ano natin, medyo kapalan natin siya. So, say for example, ito yung ating seam. Okay. So, huwag ko nang kulayin guys ha. Gets mo na yun yung seam. Lagyan natin ng ganito. So, thin layer lang naman yan. Pero tinabaan natin for the sake ng measurement ng thickness. Tapos, ang sabi, meron daw siyang dip. No? That is from the horizontal. Diba? Yun yung dip. Ito, meron siyang dip na how much? 40 degrees. No, yan yung deep. So, nung nag-borehole daw, no, ito yung borehole. So, tumusok guys. Okay, wait lang. Okay, ayan. No, yan yung borehole. Oh, nung hinila daw yung borehole, syempre, sasama tong portion na to. Tama ba? Sasama tong portion na to ng seam pag hinila pataas. And then, according to that, sinasabi na yung thickness daw is apparently 5 meters. So that would mean, kasi pag tinignan mo to, no, ito lang, parang ito yung tinitignan nilang 5 meters dyan guys. Ito, saka ito. Yan, 5 meters. Nagets nyo ba yon? Or gusto nyo ihiwalay pa natin yung drawing? So parang ganyan. And then, ito yung seam. So, ito yung tinutukoy na 5 meters. Okay, 5 meters. And tinatanong, with that, ano daw yung yung true thickness? Eh, di ba yung true thickness niyan guys is ito. Pag ganito, yung true thickness yun. Di ba? Which is referring to this. Yan yung thickness. Oh, anong relationship makukuha natin yan guys? Kung ito ay 40 degrees. So, can we create triangle here? Pwede, no? So, considering vertical, and then yung inclined na ito. So, ito yung thickness, no? And then, zoom in tayo para magets natin. Ito yung one side. So, ito yung perpendicular to the thickness. Gets ba? So, parang yun yung nagawa nating triangle na ito ay 5. Yung vertical. Ito yung thickness. And then, ito yung closing line. Which is perpendicular nga. O, ano nang makakukuha natin dyan, guys? So, alam mo na dapat, guys, di ba 40 to? Lalabas 40 yan, guys. Bakit magiging 40? Bakit magiging 40 yan? Kasi nga, kung gusto mo lang, edi ito. Wait lang. Gamit na akong ibang kulay. Green. Diba? Ito vertical. Ito horizontal. Edi ilan to? 40, no? According to this one, 40 yan. Kung perpendicular tong two green lines na yan, edi remaining here would be 50, no? Ito 50 to. So, kung 50 yan, tapos right triangle to, o di 40 nga to, no? So, anyways, ayun na. Pwede ba i-extract ko na yung triangle ko? So, parang ito yung triangle ko, guys. Vertical, tinti. Ito yung 5. Ito yung 40. Okay? Ayun na. Yun na yung clue. Anong trigo function yan? Adjacent, hypotenuse, we have cosine. Cosine of 40 is equal to the adjacent t over the hypotenuse na 5. Therefore, the true thickness would be 5 cosine 40. Ilan yan, guys? That is 3.83 meters. Kita ba yung sinusulat ko? Okay, kita pa naman. 3.83 meters. Yan yung true thickness. Okay, which is what? Letter C, and we are correct. Okay, so possible yung ganyan, no? So, I hope na na-gets na ninyo, guys. And then, ayun, no? So, that's all, no, for the mind surveying. So, ayun. Practice lang siguro. Pwede nyong ulitin sagutan yung mga problems na to para ma-familiarize kayo further, and then ma-retain sa utak ninyo yung yung way kung paano siyang sinusolve. Yun lang naman yun, guys, no? Basta na-practice mo siya, say for example 5 times, no? Madali mo na siyang i-recall compared dun sa pinanood mo lang, no? And then nag-follow ka lang through watching. So mas maganda ipa-practice. Okay, so that's all. So, I guess sa next video natin, another miscellaneous topic na lang tayo under surveying. So, thank you guys once again for watching, and see you on our next video, guys. Thank you and God bless.